past few weeks, Dennis Owens has been taking us on a road trip on one of the country's first major highways, Route 30. This week's stop, Adams County, where Dennis finds elephants on the side of the road.
We're in Adams County, headed for Gettysburg, of course, and some big names. Robert E. Lee, Abraham Lincoln, but first, a heftier name, Mr. Ed's Elephant Museum and Candy Emporium.
My favorite thing is when they walk through the door, a lot of people say, wow, and that's what we're going for.
But elephants and candy?
They're just both fun together. My grandfather started with the old general store down the road, and candy was a really good seller. He started collecting elephants when he got married, and people started asking to see his elephant collection, and he thought, why not put them together?
And it's an elephant-sized collection.
So we're headed into the museum now, and this one, right as you walk in, was one of my grandfather's very first elephants.
First, but not the last, they've gotten pachyderm donations from around the world.
We have 12,000 in our collection on display, and I have that many in storage.
The elephants are to get you in the door. To get into your wallet, there's 2,000 different candies, many of them throwbacks and harder to find.
They're that old Americana hook, right? The roadside attraction hook, and then we've got really great stuff inside.
Also roasted nuts and homemade fudge.
We hear it every day. People say, we've been driving by for years and we never stopped. We stopped today and we're so glad we did.
But our stop is over. From a confectioner's headquarters to the Confederates' headquarters, Robert E. Lee used that building right there on the way into Gettysburg to plan the Confederates' attacks in that all-important Battle of Gettysburg. And across the road sat the Lutheran Theological Seminary, which played an important role.
In 1863, it would have been one of the tallest buildings in town.
And its cupola, an important lookout. Union General John Buford clearly sees advancing Confederates the first day. He's outnumbered, but not outwitted. He spreads his men out to slow their men down.
So it looks like there are more of them than there really are. So he uses these 2,500 cavalrymen to delay the 10,000 Confederates about 2.5 hours until the Union infantry can arrive on this spot.
It's now the Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center, the building now mostly as it was then.
The first thing you've got to see is the cupola. It's amazing. Like I said, it's the best view in town.
But the views were grisly. During and after the battle, the school became a hospital by necessity, not choice.
And the suffering that the men who were treated here went through. Surgical techniques were not that advanced, and it was used as a hospital from July 1st through September.
Ironic that a school training religious leaders was thrust into battle. But then again, this place had its own civil war long before the North and the South took up arms.
So there were Lutheran seminarians from the South who believed that slavery was part of God's will and ordained by the Bible. And then, of course, there were Northern students and the founder of the cemetery, Samuel Schmucker, who believed that slavery was an abomination. So even before the Civil War, this ground was a battleground for ideas and theology.
And it's a good idea to check this place out. In Gettysburg, I'm Dennis Owens.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.